Congratulations to Blue Scapegoats for winning the Protagonist Drawing Contest. Be sure to check out their Tumblr down below. It is linked in the description for some awesome fan art. Hello everybody, it is Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 cast list analysis. The cast list for episode 140 has just been released, and I gotta tell you, it is another loaded cast list. This is a very, very interesting cast list. If you do not want any spoilers, click off this video right now. 3, 2, 1. So here are all the people that will be speaking in 140. Here's the summary. The fierce battle against Zarc continues. Reiji says to Leo, who failed to stop Zarc, that Yuya's soul is still inside Zarc. The duelists who have challenged Zarc also feel the same. A showdown between Reiji and Zarc then begins. Will everyone's emotions towards Yuya be able to create a miracle in this battle? We know that this is the climax of the Supreme King War. That's what another piece of information told us. We also can assume, based on another piece of information that we got, that Leo is going to try to use the 4 cards that Rei used back in the original dimension to split the dragon, to split Zarc back into the 4 U-boys, and he's going to fail. So whether he's going to actually formally duel Zarc or not, that remains to be seen. But here is the cast list, and it is extremely long. Yuya / Zarc, Yuzu, haven't seen that name in 30 episodes, Gangenzika, Shingo, Tsukikage, Shun, Kaito, Sora, Edo, Jack, Crow, Yusho, the narrator, Reiji, Leo, Rera, Rei, Himika, Tatsuya, Futoshi, Ayu, Shuzo, Amanda, Frank, Shojiro, Alan, and Sayaka. So there's a few names that immediately stick right out. How about Yuya and Yuzu, those top 2 names? Yuzu is the only bracelet girl speaking in this, so it could be a flashback. It could be an Akiba Reiji flashback of when he first met Yuya at the Leo Duel School, with Yuya and Yuzu talking to each other. That could be all that is. There might not be anything more to that. Or it could be maybe Yuya trying to break out of Zarc and talking through Zarc in a way, and Zarc's trying to like hold him back or something along those lines. I think Yuzu's going to be in a flashback, because if you go down this list, we have Rei. We finally have Rei, and I don't think this is going to be in a flashback, guys. I think this will ease a lot of thoughts that Rei maybe won't even duel, maybe won't even appear. No, this does not mean she's going to duel, but at least she's going to be speaking, and to me, in my opinion, she is going to be physically appearing in the flesh. That's what I believe. Now, it's interesting that this duel might be concluding, and with a Reiji win, and there are the theory that Rei is the villain here. I don't know if anyone else has heard that theory. I'm sure a lot of people have, because it's been going around pretty frequently. It's something that I still don't believe. It's something that I never really believed, but it's definitely picked up more friction these last few weeks, and the fact that she is showing up as this duel is ending, and what's going to happen after this duel ends. You know, is Rei the one pulling the strings? I don't think so, but it's all possible. Maybe Rei is going to become possessed with the same darkness that Zarc was possessed with, and she's going to try to finish the job in a way. Even though, what's the job? I guess just to destroy the world, destroy the dimensions. I don't really believe in that, because Zarc is so destructive because he merged with his 4 dragons. Like, how would Rei be destructive, if that makes any sense? So I don't know if I really agree with that, but it's interesting that she is most likely appearing as this duel is coming to an end. Well, what I still think is going to happen is a 5th entity is going to leave Zarc. I think the 5th entity is going to blow away Akiba Reiji, and Zarc and Rei are going to tag duel against this 5th entity. The Zarc in the flashbacks, not the possessed Zarc. I think that would be really cool. Another interesting name, Tsukikage and, not Dennis, Yusho. Tsukikage and Yusho. So I don't think Tsukikage is going to be in a flashback. I really don't, because he barely spoke in flashbacks. Yusho could be in one, but I actually believe that they're both revived. I believe they're both revived, and they're both going to have speaking roles in this episode. And hopefully in the next few episodes we'll see Dennis and Asuka get a chance to speak as well, because we know, well, Dennis killed himself and Asuka was killed by Yuri. But it'll be interesting, because I didn't make a 138 review due to personal reasons. I wasn't going to talk about the Crow revival because I wanted to give them more time to discuss it in 139 and 140, and it does seem like everyone else is being revived. Crow is in the area, that's why he can have an immediate impact, so at least that makes sense. So and if they're going to go by the theory that just, well, once the original dimension is being formed, all the carded people get revived and will play in it, as Edo quoted the professor, that's fine. At least they're somewhat making sense there. So I'm glad we are seeing names of return of carded characters other than Crow, because it just makes sense. It's a shame they didn't duel. It would have been cool to see Yusho duel again, but Sugakage, I guess he didn't really have that close of a connection with Yuya. I still think Dennis would have been a good option there, but Dennis, who even knows if we're going to see him before the show ends? Hopefully we do. I would say everyone after Rei is probably going to be a one-liner. I'll be very interested to see what Himeka says in this episode and in 139. We saw her in 138, she didn't say anything, but in 139, we're going to have Leo do something at the end of the episode, and in 140, we're going to have Leo fail, and we're going to have her son Reiji take on Zarc, so I'm very excited to see what she has to say. No Yuya's mom, Yoko. I was still hoping Yoko is going to make an appearance in terms of this cast list, in terms of speaking and giving her thoughts on what's going on. Maybe she knew something that we didn't, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like they're going to go that route, but Rei is appearing. Reiji is going to duel Zarc. This is going to be the final duel of the Supreme King War, as it was quoted in another, again, piece of information a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks ago, a few days ago. So let me know down below, do you think Reiji has a real shot here? What do you think is going to happen? Now, are you a little more convinced that Rei is going to duel now? Because I was honestly getting worried. I think a lot of people were, but at least she is going to appear, and she is going to speak, unless this is a flashback, but I would be shocked if it is a flashback. So let me know all your thoughts down below. In a few hours, I'll be posting all the contest entries. I'll be posting that video, so that will be really cool. Thank you to everyone who entered that Guess the Life Points contest. And on Sunday, I'll be doing a review. Monday, manga scale review. So it should be and then Dark Side of Dimensions premiere, and that review could be out Tuesday night, or definitely will be out Wednesday if it's not out Tuesday. So that will be really, really fun. So it's going to be a really fun week, guys. Let me know all your thoughts on this down below. Who will win, Reiji or Zarc? I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay.